Hi, it's me, Sidno here. I've definitely been away. Oh gosh, I've definitely been away for quite some time. Now it's been like maybe a month and a half, if that amount of time. But I've been working I've definitely been working so hard. It's literally felt like I've been in a plantation for the last month and a half. Like, mama, like it's really been bad. In the middle of a panorama, in the middle of a pan dulce, there's like this energy of always having to go to work, always having to like do customer service, make sure everyone's okay, like just mess with people who refuse to wear masks and want to get all up in your face and are drunk and Caucasian. Like, I really had an altercation almost with this Caucasian man who was so drunk beyond his means. And I work at like an ice skating rink in the United States. I'm not gonna tell y'all where exactly, but because that's a lot. But I mean, it's not a lot, but I feel like I don't want them trying to trace this shit back to me. Like, I'm really trying to go like very much anon with this, like, I promise. So I work at an ice skating rink, and there's like barricades that set up like all around us. Like, we're in a box, like, bitch, we cannot leave. Like, there be little kids that trying to like run behind the barricades that we all set up, so no one does that. We have to like kick the little kids out. Like, it's been really like a lot. Like, too many kids have tried this. But one particular night I was working, and there are these like very drunk Caucasians, like very much beyond a dozen of drunk Caucasians in the middle of a pan dulce, as we said before, and just not having it. Just really not having it. Like, the energy was so not me, you know. I cannot believe, bitch. My coworkers there were very funny, like, throughout the night, so it was getting me through. And as I was like very busy at one point in the night, I think it was like, I believe it was the last hour of me working there. So like very much stressed, and I've been working like every single day up until today, actually, because I've very much been working like a slave. They haven't even paid me, girl. They haven't even paid me what they've owed me, and like I really have to live life believing that I don't deserve all of my money. Strange. I don't understand. I really don't get it. But here we are in 2020, December what, 23rd, Christmas Eve. You know, like, no, Christmas double tiger paws. No, like, I can't believe this. And I have to be worried about not getting all of my pay on days that I've worked so long. Like, my feet were hurting so bad one time that I could not even like sleep without taking like 8 or 10 Tylenol. I felt like I was just popping them, like popping these ibuprofen, this acetaminophen pills, like terrible pain. And like I cannot even sleep. But then after I did that, I knocked out. I was able to work the next day, like right in the morning. So I worked that whole entire night, and I had to work that next morning. And it's been like that a lot. And I've worked a double at once. I've only been working there for a month and a half. Like, I've done so much work. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I literally only think I have had 5 days of like actual rest. Like, I've been going to work every single day. It's really been like insane. And had like no money this entire time. Like, very much like broke, very much getting poor. You know what I'm saying? Very poor. You know, like, it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of that at all. And it's been like nonstop. Niggas been really rude to me. Actually, I got sent home one day because I didn't have a black belt. I had a belt on my body. Like, I had the rest of my uniform very much like intact, but I just didn't have a black belt. Like, I decided I wasn't like giving karate master or taekwondo master that day. So he really got upset with me. He was like, "You gotta go to TJ Maxx." I'm like, girl, not you saying I have to go to TJ Maxx in like 10 in the morning to get a black belt. Like, I'm not gonna become a Maxinista on today. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna be a Maxinista. Oh, well, that's your shift? I'm like, really? Like, okay, so well. It was so crazy. Like, it was just such a crazy time. Like, and that happened so recently. So like, I'm dealing with all of this, right? Really nuts. And on top of that, my first actual paycheck they gave me $12.75. They give me $12.75. I was weeping. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is not okay. But then the next check did not pay me correctly. So I worked 63.5 hours that next pay period, right? Tell me why they only clocked me and paid me for 29.91 of those hours. The math just does not add up on this, and I'm very much concerned as to why everyone thought that was okay. So then I walked in, I was like, oh, y'all definitely did my pay wrong. They're acting like they've never heard of me. I'm like, sweetheart, you were just screaming my name because I wasn't wearing a black belt. Like, you said, hey, look how my vaccination on today. Like, you were really like giving me that energy. Now y'all don't know who I am. Something doesn't add up here. Someone's not doing the math right. I believe that in my spirit, deep inside my spirit. Someone is not doing the math correctly. And here we are trying to play games. I'm like, running my money. Like, what do we play? Like, I had to like do the math and add it up on my own and send them an email of the math that I did, the algebra that I did. It felt like I was doing homework. I'm like, give me my pay. Like, I should not be going through all these bamboozled ass motherfucking puzzles just to get my money that I'm earned because I worked there. Like a slave at this point. They got free labor off of me. And so I told them that on a Thursday. I didn't get my money until yesterday. Actually, this morning. Today's Wednesday, right? I haven't gotten mine until Wednesday, and I asked them about this on last Thursday. And I'm just getting my money. And guess what? Surprise, surprise! It's not even all my money. They didn't give me all that I owed still. So I've still worked as a slave, and I'm just like, I'm like, can I, like, please, like, can I please get a break? Like, this is insane. Like, it's been sick. It's been very sick. But that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, is just how I've really been sick of the internet lately. The internet has been doing some weird shit. I really love the negro solstice. Like, I feel like that's very like ingenious. I love that. That was very hilarious. I definitely gained my Storm, Mystique, Wanda Maximoff, who else? Shuri, who else? Monica Rambeau powers very much intact. And I was prepared. I really was prepared. But that never came, unfortunately. I'm still very much giving the same. And that's just the truth of the matter, unfortunately, as it is. But, you know, we still survive. We still persevere. You know, we persevered through more. We persevered through a lot more, actually. And that's just the energy of the matter. You know, I feel like I'm like a cobra. Yeah. I'm giving Cobra. I'm giving that snake villain from Kim Possible. If y'all know who that is, please like put a picture of that in the comments, or send me a picture of that and I can like show it on Twitter. Like, please, like, I have my Twitter linked down there because this is giving so much snake energy. Please, like, this is so hilarious. Like, dang, like, I don't know. The snake niggas are weird. Like, the snake niggas and the vampire niggas are very similar, but I've never seen them beef. Have y'all seen them beef before? The snakes versus the vampires? I've never seen that. They've always been friends. Y'all ever realize that? The snakes and the vampires always be friends. I'm sick. I'm actually sick of that concept, you know. That's a whole, that's too much in a ball of wax, you know. It's way too much in a ball of wax. I have no time for that. Let me get some drink. My throat, y'all. And I have cheddar jalapeno, I was gonna say Cheetos. Cheddar jalapeno Cheetos. It's cheddar jalapeno Cheetos, mama. That's the energy. But I won't eat them on camera. I felt like that's so much brand placement. They don't even be knowing exactly what I'm eating. Like, the audio bite was enough. Very much giving that. But yeah, that was just my two thoughts. Like, the internet is making me sick. There's so many weirdos on there. I've seen so much like strange activity that it's a strange illegal activity. There's been a lot of beefs and dramas and beefs. It really smelled like Taco Bell on Twitter. I'm gonna give it that. It was giving Taco Bell on Twitter, very much that. And I didn't like that. I didn't ask for that. I don't think any of us asked for that. But that's what we got all last week. And the funny part is I literally tried to avoid Taco Bell all week, and I did it successfully. But I still felt like I was smelling it on Twitter and, you know, consuming it on Twitter. Very much not giving. And I do enjoy Taco Bell. Like, don't get me wrong, Crunchwrap, we do a chalupa, we do. I'm not gonna say Taco Bell doesn't hit at certain times, but I'm saying not all at once, not all day long. That's something wrong. Something wrong with that. Truly, I believe. That's just my opinion. Who sang that song? Whatever. We'll never know. If y'all know who sang that song, I Want My Opinion, or whatever I want my opinion. If that's even a song, I'm not sure. But if that is a song, then please, if y'all know what I'm talking about, please, in the comments, please. Thank you. Thanks. That would be fantastic. But yeah, that was making me sick. All that illegal activity. The anti-blackness, like the bland just non-awareness of like black facers. And just pretending like they just don't exist for like 4 whole days and then like not even saying anything about it. Very strange, like very strange behavior. Not liking it, not liking the internet space very recently. And plus I've been at work getting very disrespected. Like, oh, so that white man. I never finished that story. So, working in the back, very much barricaded. This drunk white man, as I'm putting away these skates, very busy hour, I turn around, he's directly behind me, face to face, cheek to cheek, and he's trying to give me a dab. And I'm like, I pushed him back. I'm like, so you don't belong here. Like, I had to push him physically with my personal, like my physical vessel. Like, you don't belong back here. Like, you would never belong back here, sweetheart. It didn't say not one word, but tried to dab me. I'm like, back up. And so then my managers rushed to get him. But then like 30 minutes later, he shows up in the front where you actually are supposed to go to get skates. Not saying any words, trying to just like, huh, huh, huh. We're like, please, sir, like, who let you loose? Like, you should not have been up here after that first incident, because I really would have slid. And you would have been on the floor crying. I would have slid. They stopped me just in time. I was ready. Like, I was like, people would see me from like a mile away. Like, oh my God, like, Deshaun, what's going on? And like, we saw your face. I'm like, yes, because I can't, like, I'm not playing with these hoes. Like, I refuse to play. And so like the physical world has been very sick lately. The internet space, it's just been so much. Been so much, so I've just been like, in my, you know, trying to be on my own, but there's been some very good things that happen on the internet as well. And, you know, I guess it is what it is at this point. You know, we just have to hope for better in the future, because yeah, because what we've been giving is we've been having to get is not been giving what it's supposed to have gave. I guess that's gonna be that on that. But I don't even know what I want to title this. I have something that I want to title it, but I gotta see how I've been seeing. But whatever, it is what it is. Whenever this comes out, it's been great. Follow me, or actually, I'm not doing all that. Just see y'all later if y'all want to be whatever. That was a lot. Like, please.